There's a lie many people believe as they grow older. That it's too late. Too late to change. Too late to heal. Too late to find peace. But that simply isn't true. Peace doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't show up only for the young or the strong or the busy. It comes, quietly, gently, to anyone who's willing to pause and open the door. You see, peace has nothing to do with your past. It doesn't ask what you've accomplished, or what you regret. It doesn't measure your worth by how many years you have left. Peace lives in the present. And the present is always here. Many of us, as we grow older, carry heavy stories. We think of what could have been. We replay old wounds. We miss the ones we've lost. And somewhere along the way, we begin to believe that calm, joy, and softness are no longer meant for us. But they are. You are not too old to begin again. You are not too old to forgive. You are not too old to sit quietly and feel the sunlight on your face. You are not too old to find peace. In fact, your age is a gift. It means you've seen more, felt more, and learned what truly matters. You no longer chase the noise of the world the way you once did. And that is the perfect place for peace to grow. So if your days feel too fast, or your heart feels too tired, breathe. Close your eyes. And remind yourself, peace is still possible. Even now. Especially now. Part 1: Why older people often feel it's too late. Sometimes, growing older can feel like slowly fading from the world. Not because we've stopped caring, but because it seems like the world has stopped noticing. We begin to lose things. People we love. Our energy. Our role in the family. Even our sense of being needed. One day, you look around and realize you're not the center of anyone's life anymore. Children grow up and move away. Friends pass on. Your body doesn't move the way it used to. Even your reflection starts to feel like someone you don't quite recognize. And in the quiet moments, a thought creeps in. Maybe it's too late now, to matter, to heal, to feel peace. We look back at the past, and not with pride, but with questions. What if I had tried harder? Why did I waste so much time? Why didn't I say, I love you more? We compare who we are now to the person we once were, and feel like we've somehow fallen behind. But this is where the Buddha's wisdom comes gently in. In the Dhammapada, he reminds us, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The pain you feel is real. The losses are real. And so is the loneliness. But none of it means you are broken, or that you've run out of time. In Buddhism, life is seen not as a straight line, but as a river, always moving, always changing. And peace doesn't come from holding on to the shore. It comes from letting go and allowing the current to carry you. Letting go of who you used to be. Letting go of what didn't happen. Letting go of the idea that you need to be someone important in order to be at peace. Because the truth is, you've always been important. Even now. Especially now. In the eyes of the Dharma, your worth is not measured by productivity, or status, or age. It is measured by presence. by compassion, by the courage it takes to keep showing up to life, even after all you've lost. And the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still seeking peace. That is more than enough. You are not alone in feeling this way. Many have walked this quiet, uncertain path before you. And many are walking it with you now. Silently, gently, with hearts full of longing and hope. So if today you feel small, forgotten, or like your time has passed, breathe. You are not late. You are right on time. And peace, soft, sacred, and slow, is still waiting for you. Just one mindful moment away. Part 2, Buddhist reminder, now is the best time. There's a gentle truth in the Buddha's words. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. So many of us spend our lives chasing peace. Through achievement, through fixing the past, through finally getting it right. We tell ourselves, I'll rest when things settle down. I'll be at peace when I become a better person. Maybe in the next life. But what the Buddha reminds us is simple and revolutionary. Peace isn't a destination. It's a way of walking. And you can walk it now. No matter your age, no matter your past. That's what mindfulness is. Not something mysterious or reserved for monks in robes. But a quiet coming home to the present moment. To this breath. To this exact experience, just as it is. Mindfulness says, you don't have to fix everything before you can rest. You don't have to erase the pain before you can feel calm. You don't have to become someone new to be worthy of stillness. You are already here. And here is enough. Many older adults carry a heavy burden, regret. Things left unsaid. Mistakes made in youth. Dreams deferred or never dared to follow. But Buddhism teaches us that the present moment is not bound by the chains of the past. You are allowed to begin again, now. Even if it's just with a breath. Even if it's just with a soft smile toward yourself. Because one of the most compassionate truths is this. You did the best you could. With what you knew. At the time. Can you let that be enough? Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's simply choosing not to carry the weight any longer. It's sitting with your story, all of it. And gently saying, I release you now. You cannot change what happened. But you can change your relationship to it. And that, too, is peace. So if today you feel behind, if you think peace belongs to your younger self, or to someone who did life better than you, please remember, peace doesn't care about your age. Peace doesn't ask for perfection. Peace only asks for presence. And presence is something you can return to. Right now. With this breath. And the next. And the next. Part 3, Inspirational Story. Long ago, in the time of the Buddha, there lived a woman named Kisagami. She was not a queen. Not a nun. Just an ordinary woman, like so many others. Who knew the joy of motherhood. And then, the deep pain of loss. Her only child, her baby boy, fell ill and died in her arms. She could not accept it. Would not believe it. Clutching the child's lifeless body to her chest. She wandered from house to house, begging for medicine. "Please, someone, save my son," she cried. People turned away. Some pitied her. Some thought she had gone mad. But then someone said, "Go to the Blessed One. Go to the Buddha. He will help you." When she reached the Buddha, she fell at his feet, trembling. "Please, Lord," she wept. "Give me medicine for my son." The Buddha looked at her with infinite compassion and said, "Bring me a handful of mustard seeds from a home that has never known death." With hope rekindled, she ran from house to house. And every family was willing to offer mustard seeds. But when asked if death had visited their home, every answer was the same. "Yes, we too have lost someone. Father, mother, husband, sister, child." By the end of the day, Kisagami sat in silence, still holding her child. But this time, with different eyes. She finally understood. Grief is not hers alone. Loss is part of life. And healing begins not by fighting it, but by accepting it. She returned to the Buddha. And in that sacred moment, she laid her child down. Not in despair, but in peace. From that day forward, Kisagami ordained as a nun, and walked the path of mindfulness and compassion. She became a teacher for many, especially for those whose hearts were broken by loss. And though she had once believed her life was over, she found a new beginning in the stillness of acceptance. Even now, her story echoes through time, reminding us all, it's never too late to sit down, to breathe, and to begin again. Part 4: Simple Daily Practices for Peace. Peace isn't some faraway destination. It can begin right where you are. In the room you're sitting in. On the chair you know so well. In the moment you choose to pause and just breathe. Below are 3 gentle practices. Small, simple, but deeply powerful. If done each day with a willing heart. 1. Sit quietly for 5 minutes in the morning. No fancy posture. Just sit, really sit. And let the outside world wait for a while. Place your hands gently on your lap. Close your eyes. And simply notice your breath. There's no need to force anything. No need to empty your mind. Just be here. Fully present for each inhale and exhale. 5 quiet minutes each morning is a gift you give to yourself before the day truly begins. 2. When you feel anxious, pause and take 3 deep breaths. We get so used to worrying that we forget how to breathe. The next time your chest feels tight, or your thoughts feel too loud, just stop for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes if it feels safe. And take 3 slow, gentle breaths. You don't need to fix the feeling. Just meet it with kindness. 3. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. They just need to be honest. Today I'm thankful for the sun coming through my window. I'm grateful the bus driver waited for me. I appreciate my body, even when it feels tired, it still tries. Gratitude is the soil peace grows in. It doesn't change the world around you, but it softens the way you move through it. You don't need to do all three every day. Even one practice, done gently and often, can calm the heart. Because in the end, peace doesn't come from doing more, but from returning to what truly matters. Part 5, Returning to Yourself, Gently and Fully. If there's one thing you carry with you from everything we've shared, let it be this. You are not too late for peace. You haven't been left behind. And your life, even with all its seasons, losses, and changes, still has space for something new to begin, from within. Peace doesn't arrive like thunder. It doesn't knock loudly or demand that you fix everything. Peace often comes like an old friend, quietly sitting beside you, waiting for you to notice. It doesn't need you to be perfect. It doesn't need you to have it all together. It only needs you to be present. Here. Now. There will still be heavy days. Some memories may still ache. And there will be sighs you never say out loud, but feel deep in your chest. And that's okay. That, too, is part of returning to yourself. The Buddha once said, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." And today, you paused. You breathed. You placed your hand on your heart and said quietly, "I'm still here." That alone is an act of great kindness. You can begin again. You don't need a big plan. You just need to make a little space inside for stillness to enter. Maybe it's 5 minutes in the morning, a warm cup of tea, a note of gratitude before bed, or a deep breath when the day feels heavy. And slowly, peace won't feel so far away, because you're no longer chasing it out there. You're finding it in here. Forgive yourself for what you couldn't do. Embrace yourself, even the soft, imperfect parts. Lean into yourself as you would lean on an old friend. You're not alone. You're still walking in your own way. And that is enough. As you prepare to close this video, do it gently. Maybe close your eyes. Take a few more slow breaths. Or simply smile at yourself, because you stayed long enough to listen. And sometimes, that's the most sacred thing of all. Conclusion: it's never too late to begin again. If there's one thing I hope you take from this, it's this simple truth. You're not too old to find peace. You haven't missed your chance. You are not behind. And your story isn't over. Peace doesn't arrive in grand moments. It shows up quietly, in the pause between breaths, in the morning light through your window, in the way your heart softens when you stop rushing. Some days will still feel heavy. Some memories will still ache. But even then, you can sit down with your sorrow, like an old friend, and say, "It's okay. You can rest now." The Buddha once said, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." So take this moment, this one sacred moment, and let it be enough. Let it be your beginning. Wherever you are on your path, just starting, feeling lost, or beginning again for the 100th time. Please remember, peace doesn't wait for perfect. It waits for presence. And you are already here. So take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And trust. You're right on time. Thank you for being here, friend. If this brought a little calm to your day, feel free to share it with someone who might need it too. And if your heart feels ready, we'll meet again in the next quiet lesson.